Oh yeah, I forgot we moved places. Uh-oh. Did I see someone? No. We just logged in just now. So typically when people come over here, they check that hut and then they check that Jeep. So when they check the Jeep is when we're going to shoot at them. Just wish we had something better than a Scorpion. Oh, this thing's going to jam on us. Going on whacked bandits. This is almost like catfishing. Like, are you talking about, like, catfishing in real life? Or, like, catfishing, like you're catfishing, you're tricking somebody? I don't know if the other one really applies here. I'm too old for that other BS. Yeah, well, I mean, usually it's the older people that fall for either getting catfished or getting scammed online, unfortunately. I'm not saying younger people are immune to it, but a long time ago, I used to work for Geek Squad, and I always deal with customers that got their identity stolen. And it was just heartbreaking to see people, like, lose their life savings because they thought they were talking to some crown prince in South Africa. It's wild, though. I always thought if the hot chick, that was probably a 17-year-old boy. I think the running joke when I was younger was, like, if they say they're 19, it's an FBI agent. Or if they say they're 19 or younger, they're an FBI agent. Lately, it's been a lot of duos that have crossed the bridge, not a lot of solos. If there's more than one, we're going to have to be really quick. Also, now with AI generation, my AIR generation might be cooked, yeah. Yeah, especially like with how detailed the Google Veo is right now. So if you've seen some of those videos on TikTok, that shit's wild. Although I'm looking forward to, outside of AI, I'm looking forward to the new King of the Hill that comes out August 4th on Hulu. 100% looking forward to that. What server? This is the Hello Kitty Island server. It would be nice if I had like a spotter on the other side of the bridge with like a radio. I think if my character dies, I'm gonna go see if I can find some explosives at the quarry next life. character actually might start freezing at night because all my clothes ruined. I guess they might have removed the infected on this side because there used to always be infected on this side. Only if they're within a like there's like a specific cone that they, or like area that they have to be standing in and looking in this direction in order to see me under here. That's why I like sitting on the bridge, because then there's no infected over there. But like a couple of spots I usually camp, like on Trinaris, they have infected that spawn in that area that can see me. But it's very, the way they path, it's not common that they do. But definitely, yeah. I mean, they won't be able to hit me. They'll just be aggroed standing next to it until I crawl out, and then they'll smack me a few times while I'm crawling out. What I mean, I could stay under here. They won't hurt me, but they'll still be aggroed on me. And unless they drop aggro, they'll just stand there like with their arms hunched in the aggro and in the aggro state, and which is like will give away that there's somebody nearby. And if people are smart, if they see a bunch of aggroed Zeds next to a vehicle, they can automatically assume they're underneath it. But again, not a lot of people look up or down. The only time people look down is if they're looking for loot, and sometimes they don't even look down, they just tab. They just do this, which, if you do this, it blurs out the area around you. Because there's been so many times people have like walked up next to a vehicle I was laying under, and you could tell they're tabbed because if they were looking on their screen, they could probably see me. But if they're tabbed like this, it's a lot harder to see because it's blurred on the sides. I do enjoy DayZ, just stopped because I was always solo. I've gotten used to, like, I don't mind either way playing solo or teaming up with people. You don't play anything now and I'll pretty much quit. Sounds like you either got burnt out or you're just bored. You need to find something else to play. Or, I mean, you might have just grown out of playing games in general, which is perfectly natural. You still enjoy watching? Yeah. Did you play anything else when you were playing DayZ, or you just strictly only played DayZ? Maybe a huge Steam library? Yeah, same. The only time I get sick of playing DayZ if it's the only thing I've played for like a long time and I haven't touched any other game. Like how the foliage on top of that house just like fades in and out. I've been itching to play DayZ though, because after dealing with all the internet issues I've had, and then dealing with I threw out my back last week. I couldn't really sit down or move around in general. Yeah, hell, it sucked. So now I actually get to, I mean, I still have like small spikes of pain every now and then, but it's a lot more manageable. I thought I heard like infected attacking or swinging. It sounded very distant. I guess I was just hearing things. Really liked Green Hell. That was fun. Also, Kingdom Come Deliverance, your favorite. Yeah, I liked. I only played the story mode for Green Hell. I haven't played the. Was it the Amazon DLC or whatever the hell it is? The prequel story or mode, however you want to call it. The story on Green Hell was really good. I enjoyed playing it. I haven't delved into Kingdom Come Deliverance yet. I heard the second one came out recently, didn't it? Or is it gonna come out? I forget which one. Yeah, past February. Oh, okay. It's out and it's so much bigger than the first. The story's just amazing. I have to check it out. I still find it amazing that I think I've I haven't had to eat these cans of food the entirety of times I've been just chilling here on the bridge. Buddy? They're behind me. Did they go in the... Are they coming out of the tunnel? Or maybe they came from the rocks. What's going on, Sith? Doing good. How are you doing? Oh, they went into the tunnel. What are the DayZ plans? Being a rat hiding under this truck waiting for somebody to go check that hut and that van so I can, or that Jeep, so I can shoot him in the back. You know, like all good rats do. Do that sometimes too. You like hiding under trucks? Not a lot of people like hiding under trucks. What's going on, Havoc? Trying to get someone trap. I wish I had a bear trap or some other trap right now. Even a tripwire would be nice. Have you killed any? Not since I logged in. I killed like I think 5 people last time. Although I got the last person I tried to get robbed me. Like they let me live, but they left me with just this scorpion. So I gotta basically hit pay dirt with whoever I take out. I'm hoping for a solo to come through here, but usually it's duos. I hear footsteps. But I think that's the tunnel underneath me. I want to shoot a warning shot, but I need to conserve all my ammo. Or like a bait shot, but I can't risk. I only got 14 rounds. It's a scorpion, so... If they got a ballistic helmet or a plate carrier, or even a press vest, it's not really gonna do me too good. How long are you planning to stream for? Probably in the next 3 hours. Or depending on it, as long as my back doesn't give me too much bus. You're infected now. Maybe that's what I'm hearing, is I'm just hearing the infected footsteps. My favorite sniper? I'm very partial to the Tundra when I can get my hands on it. But I mean, I like the older style weapons like the BK-18. Like the Longhorn. Hey, what's going on, Tets? Thanks for the heart me. How's it going? Thank you for the game controller. How's your Trinaris adventures been? This wind is really like lucky if I can hear something. Been on Livonia, living La Vida Livonia. Have you seen any heli crashes? I don't think there's heli crashes on this map. If they are, I think they're on the other side, but I don't think they're on this map. Have you been doing like bunker runs on Livonia, Tets? Or are you doing like just random adventures? I haven't played enough Livonia to really navigate that map. In fact, I think I've played more modded Livonia maps than actual Livonia. What got me into gaming and streaming? It was probably DayZ, to be honest. And this is like 2013, around that time. Well, that was to get into streaming. To get into gaming, I've been into gaming since I was a kid. Since I was like, I played, was it Super Mario on a arcade cabinet inside of a Circle K. I remember it very vividly. But as far as streaming, DayZ is what lured me into streaming. I think I heard somebody just pull out a gun. Okay, I officially don't like this spot because I always hear like footsteps of people in the tunnel below me. Do you like driving and flying on DayZ? I've always enjoyed vehicle mechanics in DayZ. Even when they were buggy as hell, I still enjoyed it. Like, I am hoping that they introduce at least the Little Bird helicopter in what could be considered, I think, DayZ Badlands. Bohemia just trademarked DayZ Badlands. Might be the DLC for the new map, which is most likely going to be Takistan. You think that shotguns get enough love on DayZ? I think shotguns are pretty balanced in DayZ, to be honest. Because if you got range on somebody, shotguns are really not going to do you much good. But if you're up close, they are just a murder machine. Hey, Raven, how's it going? Appreciate the heart me. Like, if anything, I thought that the SMGs needed some more love. But it looks like they did that in this last patch, but I don't know, moving the Scorpion up a tier to, I think it's a tier 2 now for the Scorpion. I don't know, that's kind of, I think they should just keep the Rack and the Scorpion in tier 1. Like, I just don't understand moving the Scorpion into tier 2. Like, the way I see SMGs in DayZ, it's tier 1 should be the Rack and the Scorpion. Tier 2 should be the SGK, then the 19mm. The 19mm one, and probably the SG5, the 45mm. And then tier 3 should be like the Bison and what's the other one? And there's another SMG. I think I'm skipping over. The Viker, yeah. Is the Viker I thought the Viker was more. I guess. The UMP is the SG5. Is it the SG5? I don't know. I might be messing up the names of them, but I know that the UMP's the 45mm. SG5K and USG45. Those are the. That's the 9mm and the 45, right? Respectively. Yeah. Do I enjoy playing solo, or do I like to play with the team better? I don't mind either. I mean, solo has its advantages and disadvantages. Same thing with the team. I mean, I like teaming up with random people I run into, and sometimes I like doing team ups with people I know ahead of time. But solo, so it's a lot easier to sneak around. You get more. It's easier for you to make decisions when it comes to killing people because it's like you never have to second guess yourself. But at the same time, when you're teaming with somebody's, if you get knocked, you at least have somebody to hopefully, protect you while you're knocked or provide cover fire. And it's a lot easier to manage loot between two people than one person just basically handling all the loot that they can grab so that they are basically like a one-man Swiss Army knife. USG hits hard though. I'd put in tier 3, but the fire rate in SG5, catch someone in the buildings. Yeah. Well, maybe put since the USG has 45 and it stuns, put that in tier 3 and then move the Bison into tier 2, but only military tier 2 for the Bison. And then just only put the smaller SG5 clip in tier 1 and tier 2, and then the larger mag in tier 3. But that was the only thing that I thought needed more love was SMGs. And then they did kind of balance them, but I don't know. I still don't think putting Scorpions in tier 2 is the right move, but I mean the fact that you can't put a clip, you can't chamber the rack kind of is a balance in and of itself. Because then you don't have people running around spawn towns with... But I mean, most of the time when people are running around spawn towns killing, they're not doing it with Scorpions. They're doing it with shotguns. Like, nobody... Like, I watched so many people play DayZ that they just... Like, Scorpions are, like, treated like shit. Like, everyone just throws them away. They treat them like sporters. Like, people use them as a last resort. Or they'll just... They'd rather just use their fists. Yeah, or the BK-18, yeah. I love the BK-18. It's one of my favorite guns. What other games do I like that are similar to DayZ? Are you taking, like, the DayZ survey? Did the Bohemia send you a survey? Am I answering the survey for you? I feel like I'm answering, like, a Bohemia survey. On a scale of 1 to 10, how did you enjoy this last patch? But other games I play similar to DayZ, I honestly don't think there's any game that's really similar to DayZ, to be honest. I mean, outside of DayZ, I play like turn-based RPGs. I play open world survival craft games. DayZ is like one of the few PvP games I still play. Literally, if I have nothing else, I'll use a Scorpion. It's fun to use. I like to use the repeater too for fun. The repeater is fun if you have the big clip and you just want to break people's legs or give them 1,000 cuts. Oh, the repeat. Sorry, I got the repeater and sporter confused. Sorry. Yeah, I don't mind the repeater too much. The one thing I don't like about the repeaters, it takes 357. And if I have a revolver, I will just go with the revolver. I'll just empty the repeater and switch it out for... I'd rather just use the revolver. Do you like to do a lot of PvP or not? I don't like. I like PvP, but I like the PvP in DayZ the most because it's more sporadic than like a team deathmatch game like Call of Duty or Rainbow Six Siege, where you're just constantly like shooting, running and gunning and shooting. Sometimes I just like to chill and relax. Thoughts on the MK2? MK2 is probably one of the most... I wouldn't even call it underrated, because everyone loves the MK2. I don't think anyone hates the MK2. I don't think there's anyone who's... I honestly don't... There's like no downside to the MK2 other than it just takes up a little bit more room in your inventory than a traditional pistol. But if you have a pistol holster, it doesn't matter. If anything, I feel like it should be... It should kind of be nerfed, to be honest. Like... I don't know, maybe reduce the amount of ammo that comes out of a 22 box. I disagree, it's a damage. But the thing is that the benefit is that it's silenced, right? You don't have to repair the silencer. You don't have to worry about maintaining a silencer. So you could effectively troll people from distance because they won't hear where the shots are coming from if you're far enough away. It's basically it basically nullifies infected unless you're a terrible shot. And most people would carry around an MK2 over the other pistols unless they never go into infected area or they only play on PvP only servers where there's no infected and they're just like, I'm just gonna... There's no point in having an MK... In those points, there's like no point in having MK2. I feel like I just took a survey for Bohemia. If I had to give a 4 out of 5, if I had to give a 5-star review on this survey, it would be 4 out of 5 because I want there to be room for improvement. Once I'm tier 3, 4 loot, I usually replace it if I'm more 9 or 45 ammo up north. Yeah. Well, I mean, by that time, you're not really focused on infected so much in tier 3, tier 4. You're more focused on players than infected. But when I say it's a little overpowered, I mean for early game, it's like the meta. The meta way to play in the very beginning. Like, the crossbow is really overpowered, but there's a lot of negatives with the crossbow because it's got a larger profile. You can't put it anywhere but on your back because it's too large to fit in the bag. I mean, you basically, as long as you have a knife, you have infinite ammo. But you can improve the ammo with different items that you find, like chicken feathers or finding the actual crossbow bolts. Crossbow will drop a plated character too with quick. Yeah, but the downside is you have to be accurate, and you have to get the jump on them, or they have to be a really terrible shot. True, it's a fighting champ. Oh no, yeah, no, it's definitely a great gun. It's a great starting gun. What I'm saying is, like, its strengths are also countered by its negatives, whereas the MK2 doesn't really have a lot of negatives by comparison. That was the main point I was trying to say. Modded, lightly modded. Yeah, super long reload time. Yeah. I think it was Friday. The last time I played on Deadfall, it was like a Friday evening when we saw a lot of foot traffic. I think during the week, there's not that much foot traffic on this bridge. What's going on, John Connor? I'm bored. Do something funny. What am I, a clown? He's just waiting for somebody to come along. Check those on points. What do you say is the best long range in your opinion? Best long range. Isn't the VSD technically considered the best long range right now with the new PSO scope? Isn't it? No, the new ACOG, isn't it? I forget which new scope is out. But for me, the one I enjoy the most is the Tundra. A little dance or something. Dude, I'm not gonna sit there and dance for you. What do I look like? What do I look like, a dancing entertainer? I don't know how else to say it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna get up and dance. You have the lights. Yes, I do have lights. Maybe you could stare at the lights and that'll lull you to sleep. Statistics wise, I believe the VS89 is it's whatever the newest sniper is like the best gun right now with the new scope added to it. I mean, it's very rare that I just go out and try and find like the best or the meta items in the game. I just like to troll people, especially with what other people consider as joke guns. DMR can also take the scope, is semi-auto, and has 20, yeah. Why am I hiding under a car? Because that's what I do. I'm a rat. I hide under bridges, under vehicles. I like to trick people into thinking I'm in porta potties. I mean, I haven't had to eat a single morsel of food, and I think my character's like 20-hour life. Just because I'm not moving around.
Why are you under the truck? Maintenance the Herald way.
Yeah, look at all these cigarettes I just got finished smoking. It's tough. It's tough work down here. Those beers I crushed. Do I make stashes? No. I don't build bases, and I don't really like when I say I don't make stashes, like I'll maybe like put a gun down. Like if I have a bunch of extra guns, I'll like put one next to a tree or in some grass and come back to it later that day, but I'm not gonna bury my loot.
Pulling a 92-hour shift down here. Tell you what.
You ever put a crate in a fallen tree? Well, why would you put a crate in a fallen tree when the tree's gonna just respawn at the restart? Or do you put it like where the stump is, and so when the tree respawns, the tree hides the crate? I mean, for me, that just shows how broken and crappy base building is in DayZ and how much it needs to be improved. That players have had their results to hiding barrels in like bodies of water, or clipping them into the sides of assets. Like that's one thing I think DayZ just needs to improve upon, is like the base building aspect for people who like the base building stuff. Oh, it's fallen trees that are already fallen. No, I didn't know you can hide them in fallen trees. I mean, you can access their vicinity, yeah. Just drop the crate onto it and it goes through completely hidden. Okay. So next time I play on official, I'm just gonna look at every fallen tree I come across. I remember back in the DayZ mod, the tents, you could literally clip the tent into like walls and stuff and rocks. So only like the front of like the triangle of the tent was visible, and you could stash stuff. So we used to stash, like we used to find so many hidden spots in like in Cherno and on Scalisi Island, where we'd just like stash a whole shitload of guns. Yeah, you gotta go inside tents. Well, the tents on the DayZ mod too were like, you couldn't go inside of them, but they were like small, and they looked like more of like the stereotypical tents you would see on like cartoons and stuff. It needs to be a thick tree. Yeah. Well, I was kind of sad when I saw the new models for tents on the DayZ standalone version, because I was like, well, you're definitely not, you're definitely not going to be able to hide these things. Especially given the fact that you have to crawl into them to access the inventory. I mean, I think people have still found ways to like hide them, but they're not. It's not as easy. Dude, are you still sitting here? Why is that a problem? What's wrong with me sitting here? I haven't had to eat a single morsel of food this whole time. You seen your stream hours ago? Well, I mean, you could fast forward like 6 months in the future and I'll still probably be here. Let's be honest. It's either that or it'll be in like a different spot or a different area, but chances are you catch my stream, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be hiding under a truck or a bridge. Do you get bored of waiting under a car? If I got bored, why do you think I'd still be here if I was bored of it? I thoroughly enjoy this type of stuff. In fact, if you look on my YouTube, there's videos of me just trolling people. Like I have one video, the hiding, like the tricking, using VoIP to trick people that I'm in the porta potty. But when I'm basically just hiding under a truck like this. So when they go up to the porta potty, I just go pew 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 pew. They did. Sometimes I miss my shots and they run around for like 5 to 10 minutes looking for where I'm at. I've used that spot, no success yet. Yeah, it takes a lot of patience. It took me like 2 months to get a decent amount of footage for the video I made, because like most of the footage I got was right before Frostline came out, and then or the playtest for Frostline, and then near the tail end of Frostline is when I went back and got the rest of the footage I needed. Waited for a week on official under there, no one. Damn. That's hella rough. On official, too? So there's people out there like you who's just sit and wait for us? Well, I mean, I just wait for whoever decides to show up. I don't wait for anybody specifically. I don't discriminate. However, if you're in a group of like 5 people, I mean, if I have the guns for it, I'll try and make a play. But if it's 1 to 2 people, I'll always just try and do my best. And it's always fun just trying to find different places to kind of hide under, because nobody looks up and down; they look straight ahead. And usually, when people I've seen people. Like literally, like their feet is like right there, and I could see their fucking head, and I know that they could see me, but they're tabbed like this, and everything gets blurry when you tab, so they don't see me. There's been so many times where people have been standing like their feet would be right there, and I could see their face. And they're just not paying attention. Too busy tabbing to look for loot on the ground. What's going on, Gator? There was one guy I shot at. It was 2 months ago. I shot at him on the bridge over here. I missed my shot, but then he jumped off the bridge and broke his leg. So I watched him crawl away. I made it seem like somebody else shot at him, and I killed the guy who shot at him. But then I was like, because he was asking for sticks, and I told him, I was like, oh, there's no sticks up here. You got to go to the sticks down there. And so he crawled all the way down the dam. Now more so than going under stuff, I like to parkour in the building that people won't expect. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, especially as people are approaching areas, they tend to look up on like rooftops in places where people are above. So it's kind of, unless you're like on a building on top of a hill, it's really hard to like stay hidden in those areas. Because one good place to hide is the supermarkets, the scaffolding right in front. You can lay down flat on that, and no one will really see you unless they like, you know, obviously people are above you. But you can basically hide on top of the supermarket or even the scaffolding, and no one will really see you if you're lying down. Because you don't have to. You can just basically just shift jump to get to the scaffolding, and then you can just ledge jump onto the roof. There's a couple buildings in Vybor I love to get on top of. Yeah. One thing I used to do is on official servers is those near not Kamishovo, Solnichi. There's those white like oil tanks or water tanks or whatever liquid is held in those tanks to the south or on the south side of Solnichi. I would start a fire on the top of it and just wait in like a crawled position right at the edge of the ladder, so as soon as somebody climbed up, I would just kick them off. That's always the best. And then their leg would be broken. What's the darkest thought you had in DayZ? Darkest thought. I don't know. I mean, outside of just beating people human, there's not really that much dark things you can do that aren't terrible things in general. It's kind of a weird question. That I don't think I should be able to by intention, but by design I can. I once ran with someone from touch stream. They got so I ate them. Someone who trusted me. See, I don't like. It's weird that people like. They hear you giggling. They just assume like you're the worst person in the world for eating human, DayZ. But I look at it as like you're just playing DayZ on hard mode. Character shakes. You can't really sneak around because your character giggles. I think you're also you have to drink more water because your hydration goes down a lot quicker when you got the Kuru. Man, that infected pathing, it must be pretty large, because we haven't heard that infected came by here in a long time. The Tiger. What's going on, Vinny? Going good. Just chilling here, waiting for someone to come by and either they meet an unfortunate fate or I get my karma. You know, whichever comes first. I should say betraying friends should be more taboo than cannibalism. I'll add to that. So there's betraying friends, like betraying people you've been running with. I would say like if you travel with someone to more than one town, then betraying them is a taboo. But also, if you like, let's say you did, like it's 2-on-2, right? You kill their teammate, they kill your teammate, and then you become friends with the guy who murdered your friend, and vice versa. They become friends with you that you murdered their friend. Friend hopping. That's pretty controversial. Never had that happen. It's very rare because like once you kill somebody's teammate, right? It's hard to build that trust with the other person that just like murdered your friend. But some people have like no no qualms being like, well, he died, so let's team up. Like either way, I get vengeance or meet my buddy on code. Yeah, exactly. Look, sometimes Jimmy needs to die for the greater good of the team. Yeah, but if the team's no longer a team, a lot of people get surprised when a solo hyper aggressive pushes. Well, I mean, I have the bad habit of I'll get blinders on, and like I'll see one person, I'll kill them, and I'll start looting them, and then not realize that they had more than one person, or you kill like 2 or 3, but then you forget the golden rule that there's always one more, and you're not careful about clearing the area first before looting. But I mean, if I got nothing to lose, I'll push teams of 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Or if they have a mismatch of clothing, you can also try and like infiltrate their group and If they're large enough, they won't notice. Especially if the fight went loud, yeah. Yeah, if the fight went loud, you gotta loot and scoot. Because so many people, as soon as they hear a gunshot, they're just like, they just like, they're like so bloodthirsty, they just like go right for the shots. It's like their current mission is now sidelined for the mission of finding where those gunshots were. Like, it'd be interesting to see like a top-down map and seeing like people's like which direction they're looking, and then like if you like ping an area where gunshots are, like seeing the reaction of like all the different players and which direction they start to go after like one shot. You try to keep things suppressed. Sometimes you don't always get the benefit of being suppressed. Sometimes they run mid-fight, especially if it's a drawn-out battle, yeah. Well, I always get a paranoid when fights get drawn out longer. Because you're like, you get that timer going in your head of, okay, usually people start to show up, the longer the fight gets drawn out, usually around the 5-minute mark is when more people start to show up, especially on smaller maps, like Namalsk. So you gotta, you're paranoid of that, and you're paranoid that maybe they have another person you haven't seen that's, flanking, or maybe you lost sight of them, but they've not lost sight of you, right? They've been watching you this whole time. But paranoia starts to build after, when the fight starts. They got a close spawn, yeah. I have to move back onto the bridge. This spot has not been, I don't know if people are, when they come over here, because most of the time I usually see people, they go to that hut, and then they go to that truck. But if they're just getting off the bridge and going onto the rocks there to get to the underground area.
Now, if my show offends you, I'm sorry in advance.
What a bitch.
Going on, Viking King. Return of the King, King of the Hill, August 4th. Can't wait. Not much, just trying to survive. Story for us all. Story for us all. Which map is this? This is Deadfall. The land of five, I think it's like 5 bridges. There's a, I think people call it the green zone. And then there's a passage, and then it goes into the snow area. Going on, Sway? How you doing? Good to see you. Surviving, yeah. Ain't we all? Hate the footstep sounds. Schizophrenia update, yeah. Paranoia. I think Project Zomboid has that, where if your character isn't around other people, they get anxious. Or they get paranoid. Outsmarted a team of 6 last night. Nice. Did you get a clip of it? Isn't that the top-down game? Yeah. You know you were running, running and gunning. Now, did you kill all 6, or you just, like, outsmarted them by getting their loot and then piecing out before they noticed? Hey, Derek, how's it going? Thanks for the heart me. Night's going good. Finally, back to it. My internet issues have been fixed, and then... or appear to be fixed, anyways. And then, my back is feeling a lot better. Still a little bit of pain every now and then, but... doing a lot better than last week and the week before that. What is that? 4 up arrows? What that is? Wait, what those are? Back pain is no fun. Yeah, you're telling me. It's like the 4th or 5th time I've thrown out my back since my early 20s. It's just a reminder for me I need to stretch and work out, which I've been very much not doing the last year, so I need to be more on top of it. Did you move your... Yeah, I moved my... I actually moved it like almost like 2 weeks ago. Like when I was having internet issues, I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna move my room around. But let me show you what it looks like now. Hopefully the camera's... No, camera's not fixed yet. I need to fix the camera. Camera in the corner is the one that's supposed to... Oh, no, that's different camera. Is it this one? Oh, it's this one. So before, my desk was like right here. And then I moved it to here. So my my stream PC is still on this side. And then I moved my gaming PC on this side. I'll trade you my shoulder pain and torn rotator cuff for the back pain. Oh, no thank you. I heard shoulder injuries are a lot worse than... that can be a lot worse than back injuries. Because rotator cuff is no joke. More monitors? Yeah, 2 for my gaming PC and 2 for my stream PC. Yeah, there's C6 and C7 replaced 3 years ago. What do they replace it with? Is it like a silicone-based thing, or like how do they replace it? Questions at some point. I'm gonna PC, base PC first. Okay. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know.
Old man chat. My back. My knees.
Dude, sometimes I watch people like move around or like they'll jump from a height down below, or they'll drop to their knees, and I'm just like, just watching him, like, that hurts my knees just like looking at it. Mind you, I don't even have knee injuries or knee problems, but I feel it when I see people, like, they'll jump down from a tall place. Send pics on Discord. All right. Fuck, I don't have Discord loaded on here yet. Check it out in a little bit. Two knee surgeries on your right knee in 2 years. Oof. It's gotta be rough. Oh man, dude, that's crazy looking. I could have gone through my day without seeing that. That's crazy. Hopefully your neck feels a lot better, because yeah, that doesn't look like it was pleasant. Shoulders are shut along with your elbows, but other than that, I'm 100%. It was instant relief. Well, that's good. I mean, that's coming from somebody who had fucking lasers shot into their eyes to have LASIK done. I feel like if I would have waited later to get LASIK, my anxiety wouldn't have allowed it. I mean, it was painless. Like and I was awake the whole time. It was literally like, it was honest. Like, I'm not embellishing. It was literally like less than 5 minutes that it took for them to fix my eyes with LASIK. Your disc was pushed halfway through your spine. Ugh. Oh man, that sounds painful. No one will do LASIK on me because I only have one eye. Yeah. I didn't know you had one eye. For the last 43 years, that's crazy. Where am I camping at? I'm on camping under a truck right now. Being the proverbial bridge troll. Worst part of the surgery was physical therapy afterwards. Yeah. I can only imagine. Feel like somebody's coming. Feel it in my bones. Six. Thanks for the heart me. Someone comes, will you eat them? No. I don't need food. I literally, my character hasn't eaten in the last I think the 12 hours my character's been alive. My character has not had to eat since I barely moved. And besides, that would just make it worse for me if I'm hiding, because then my character would giggle and give away my position. It effectively makes bridge trolling next to impossible unless they're deaf. No, I only do cannibal runs if it's like a fresh start and I'm playing with somebody, typically. But if I'm bridge trolling, I can't do Kuru runs. Bridge trolling, it's just not, just too much. Too much. You can stop. You used to be able to stop the laughs. I don't think you can stop them anymore. I thought they fixed that. Because it worked up until like the last patch, but I think I tried it since then, and you're not able to do it anymore. Like, I mean, you can still do the emote, but it doesn't stop the shivers or the sweats anymore. No, they didn't write it in the notes, but when I tried it, it wasn't working. My character still shivered. Yeah, well, I mean, again, I think I only may have tried it a couple times, and it could have been the server I was on that they modded it to prevent it. Who knows? I haven't went out and definitively tested it or not. So I could be wrong. But I think they fixed it. You haven't been able to play since moving. Oh. Moving is rough. Moving is rough. You gotta pack everything, then you gotta load everything, then you gotta move everything, then you gotta unpack everything, or unload, then unpack. Takes so much energy to do all that. That's dry, yeah. I mean, when we moved into this house, though, I purposely moved all my computer equipment and all my desk stuff ahead of time and set it all up ahead of the moving truck. There's someone coming? Went to the neurologist today, got some migraine. Oh, yeah, you had your doctor's appointment. How'd that go? Hopefully the migraine medicine helps and doesn't have any bad side effects. Might be linked to your skull fracture, yeah. Yeah, after you mentioned the accident, I'd be like, that's probably why. But hopefully they have like an elegant, painless solution to help you out. Because I had a migraine the last couple of days. It finally cleared up. Like, I took a nap this afternoon after I got off work, and thankfully my migraine was gone. But I can't imagine living with a migraine 3 to 4 days a week. That's just crazy. Especially one that doesn't involve cutting your scalp. Yeah, exactly. It's because you spend so much time hiding under trucks. Yeah. Fair. It's all the toxic fumes I'm breathing in under here. I think that's the infected moving. Well, someone's sneaking up to backstab that infected. How's your school going, Brianna? You start your summer classes yet? Ready for them to end. Dude, it's so satisfying when you finish school and you don't have to worry about homework anymore. Never take summer classes again. Yeah, but if you take summer classes, then you graduate sooner. Unless you mean this is your last set of summer classes that you ever have to take. My wife was going to take summer classes, but she ended up switching majors in the classes she needed. She wasn't able to get during the summer, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Because they're so, yeah, because they're compressed, I think, into what, 8 weeks? 5 weeks? Jeez. It's crazy. 5 weeks. Yeah, when I took... Because I took compressed classes for all my college years, and they were 8 weeks. And 8 weeks felt like it was rushed. 5 weeks, that's crazy. Cramming everything into 5 weeks. Goddamn zombies, like right next to this truck. I was gonna say that infected, yeah. Probably like right on the other side right there. I mean, so far nobody's come through here yet. What a surprise. Always drinking the haterade. Can't believe nothing has happened. It's okay. It's okay for you to not enjoy it. It's like fishing. You just gotta be very patient. Let the fish come to you. Taking film appreciation for that class this week. So we have to watch 2 films and a documentary. Do you have a gun? Yes, I do have a gun. I got this beautiful, pristine Scorpion with 14 rounds to either tickle somebody in very in a plate armor or annihilate someone who has got nothing. Watched Citizen Kane today. It came out in the 40s. Yeah, Citizen Kane's a really old movie. I think you can watch... Can't you watch that on YouTube now? How's everything with you going, Matt? How's the wife and kids? What game are you playing now? Yeah, it is. You rented it on Fandango. Wait, you can rent movies from Fandango? I didn't know Fandango offers rentals. I thought they just did movie tickets. It's cold. I guess it is the cold time of the year for your neck of the woods. It was 90 degrees Fahrenheit here today. Nothing really, just waiting for something interesting. Did you watch the Summer Games Fest and see if there was any upcoming games that caught your eye, or that would catch your eye? What's that in real world? No, I have no idea, dude. I don't convert. I don't do conversions.
Stop shooting!
The fuck? The fuck? Somebody using a bullhorn? Are they using the speaker system? Scared the fuck out of me. What the fuck was that? Fuck. Was either a bullhorn or the... Is there... I didn't know if there was a speaker system set up on this side of the map. I would assume that one might have been at the airport. Well, not airport. That's not an airport. Is it? Is it an airport? I don't know if there's an airport. I think it's just a military base outside the... No, it is an airport. I think there are planes over there. 32.222222 Celsius. I mean, it definitely didn't sound like it was in front of me. It sounded like it was behind me. Guess maybe they just shot the person that was using the speaker system. And one drawback to me shooting is this infected is going to hear it as soon as I take the first couple shots, so... I gotta hope that these guys kill the infected first. No, Hollyweird hasn't done... Oh, you were into that Minecraft movie. I'm not a big Jack Black fan. That and I never really played Minecraft. Hollyweird hasn't done anything for me in a while. Nothing I care to see has come out recently. The Wolverine and Deadpool movie was pretty good. I want to see the... what is it, the Thunderbolts movie? But me and my wife are trying to catch up on all the Marvel stuff before we go and see the Thunderbolts movie. Superhero stuff isn't your jam? Well, that's fine. Different strokes for different folks. Your child loves Minecraft and I want him to leave me alone. Well, yeah, because if he doesn't go see it, you know, all of his friends at school are going to see it, and then they're going to, you know, rag on him for not seeing it. So, you know, you gotta have him go see it, right? It can't be left out. I'm honestly surprised they haven't made like a Black Ops or like a Call of Duty movie. Seems like a very easy franchise to make a movie on. Just or like Sylvester Stallone, Jason Statham, and I don't know, a couple other action movie stars in there, and then have them go nuts with a bunch of guns and call it a day. I'm more of a horror movie fan, so anytime they come out with those on it, okay. Yeah, I'm not a big horror genre person. Prefer true crime stuff and docs. There's one documentary, I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but it was really interesting about how people can track other people on the internet. It's called I think it's like Don't Fuck with Cats, I think is the name of the documentary. Or This Is Why You Don't Fuck with Cats. I forget the name of it exactly, but it's basically like this group of people on the internet like try and find like some guy who like, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, but he basically did some not so nice things to cats, and the internet like found out who he was and tried to like track him down, and they found out that he did even worse shit. So it's pretty good it's a pretty good documentary. Docuseries on Max called The Invisible Plot, or The Invisible Pilot. Interesting. Gangsta Era started in the 20s is a fascinating deep dive. I've always wanted to watch the is it like the Legend of Oak Island or the Curse of Oak Island or some shit, where these brothers are like trying to find like some treasure that was buried on an island. They made like I don't know if it was a docu-series or just like a reality show around it, but I never really got sat down and actually watched it. I just kept seeing advertisements for it. So overproduced, but it's interesting as hell for sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, they got to make it interesting, right? Like, that's all reality TV does. They gotta draw you in with theatrics and embellishments. Survivor Man. Saw that they're coming out with a new Naked Gun movie. But now it's Liam Neeson instead of Leslie Nielsen? What's his last name? You should leave all these old movies alone, trying to recapture lightning in a bottle. No, I mean, some older movies are only good enough for their, like, they don't translate well when they try and make it for a modern audience. For like a modern, for like all the, especially if they try and update it to like the modern timeline. Especially Disney. I mean, the thing is with like Disney is that they got so much of their older IP that they want to expose to newer audiences, which makes sense. Like Cinderella, Snow White, right? Like they want to. The only reason why they haven't remade them sooner is because they were making a lot of other princess movies that were, trying to cater to, a larger audience in terms of like getting people away from the damsel in distress trope. Wait, they're rebooting Family Matters? That's awesome. I can't wait to see who plays Urkel. Wait, so is it, when you say reboot, do you mean like they're continuing, like it's like the later years, or they're just starting the series over and they're just like, it's like Saved by the Bell, where instead of it being a lighthearted comedy, it's more of a gritty, dark storyline. You have no clue. Well, sometimes, I mean, a lot of the time some of those things don't pan out, but sometimes they do pan out, and so it's just a gamble for Hollywood. Like Cowboy Bebop, when they did live action of that, it flopped. But then they did live action of One Piece, and it was amazing. Mind you, One Piece been running since the 90s. Need some heroin in your life? Let's go visit an old folks' home. Go find the grumpiest old man in there and befriend him. Don't you transport old people? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a CNA. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, so you probably see more heralds than anybody else. They're not fun. Well, I mean, would you be in the best of moods, like outside of your home, in a hospital bed, or away from your family? You gotta bring the light out of them. They're not gonna be funny right off the rip. Then again, it also probably depends on if they were friendly enough to begin with, and not enough staffing for all that. Yeah, I would imagine. What's going on, Brent? That falling rock sound. Why does this infected go away? Same old Taco Tuesday. Get those Taco Tuesday deals. My favorite tacos are the street tacos. You get it. You can get it at some Mexican places, or you can get them on like taco trucks. Soft tortilla with the carnitas, the carne asada with the little onions and cilantro. So good. Got some last week on your birthday. Nice. One of my couple of my friends who got married, they rented out a taco truck instead of getting like catering. They just basically just catered. They just paid for a taco truck to come, and they basically just paid a bunch of money to basically all you can eat tacos. I was like, yeah, this is one of the best weddings ever. Free tacos, all you can eat tacos at a wedding. Come on, can't beat that. There was one wedding I went to. Me and my wife went to, and I kid you not, it was probably like they do the whole thing where like everyone, they go table by table to go get food from like the line of catered food. And by the time like my mother-in-law and father-in-law were at the first table, they were able to go get their food, sit down, eat, mingle a little bit, and my table had literally not gone to go get food yet. And it was by far the most subpar food I've ever eaten in my life. And the worst part was like the people who ran the wedding talked up this food. Like they're talking about how they're foodies and how like this is like the best food ever, and like they're the best at like picking food. It was not good. Went AFK for 20 minutes. I missed it. Yeah, you missed. I killed a couple people. You missed it. You always seem to miss it when I kill people. Food at my wedding was amazing. Yeah, dude. I remember there was at the we had like the chicken and waffle bites. It was like the small piece of like a small bite of chicken on top of a small waffle, and there was like a syringe of like maple syrup on top of it. I think I only got to eat like half a dozen, but like those things were so fucking good. But I think it was like the roast pig that we got. Like, dude, that thing went so fast. I think it was gone before we even got to before the reception even started. What's going on, Tets? That pig was gone. Pat hooked it up. Yeah, the pig went super. Yeah. What's going on, Failure? Did a wild hog for your wedding. So for all the feral packs of wild hogs that are like roaming like the southeast or Midwest part of the United States, are those like edible? Or they just contain too many diseases? Because I know there's like a there's a problem with feral packs of wild boar across the U.S. Smoked hog. What you up to, Tets? You see DB's army? No, I haven't seen it. I know I saw yesterday. It was either yesterday or the day before. I know he was trying to get people to. He was knocking people out and putting mummy uniforms on them, but I know he was struggling to get just one person to like. I thought I heard somebody. Better than the wild hog, the feral pigs are better than store-bought. It's pure gold. Yeah, I imagine. DB does a lot of hilarious shit. You guys aren't following Tetsuo. Make sure you guys are checking him out. He's on both Twitch and TikTok. He also does speed runs on the SNES. Actually, do you do other consoles besides SNES? I know you do Super Mario World. I don't know about the other games if they're on other consoles. nests a little. Yeah, I moved my desk around when I was having internet issues because I figured I'd do something productive. So now my computer is right next to my CRT TV, so I can start doing giving the old speed runs the old college try. It's been pretty quiet though on the bridge tonight. Real big hogs are not as good. Up to 180 pounds and smaller, good eating. Still though, 150-pound hog sounds like it would eat a lot of people. Wonder how lucrative it would be to like hire a bunch of people to just like go out and hunt feral pigs for the meat just to sell it. Like here's a big Ford F-350 and here's a bunch of guns. We'll get me a bed full of feral pigs. £300, 450 pounds? Jesus. It's one big hog. Northeast Texas, damn. Shoot him out of a chopper. I think I saw like someone like advertising like the ability for people to like just go up in a helicopter and shoot at them. I don't know if that was, if I'm remembering correctly. Like yeah, like as a, like an event. But I think that when you're not allowed to shoot things from a helicopter without like a special license. Because there was that one content creator that was, I think, in a helicopter, but he was shooting fireworks, and that was like a federal crime, and they ended like, I think they had to go to court for it. And that was recent. That was like, I want to say like a year or 2 years ago. Can your graphics get any better? Never seen DayZ look good. This is DayZ looking good. I don't know about I don't know about that. He charges $2,000 a person per day. I want to go to Texas and do a hog hunt from a helicopter. I mean, as long as I feel like as long as the hogs get to, the meat of the hogs goes to, like, feed people, I feel like I'm all for it. I feel like you could do, like a kill a hog, give a hog type situation where you like, for every hog you kill, like they donate a hog to like a food shelter, or they butcher it up and then send the meat over to like the food shelter for them to like use for like meals and stuff. I mean, that way you're helping curb the feral pig problem. Also solving food shelter problems at the same time. They just leave them after they kill them? So they just kill the hogs from the helicopter and they just leave them there to rot? That seems like that just seems like a waste. Like I could see like I could see the point of like helping curb the pig population doing that. But I feel like you could do more with it than just mindless self-indulgence. It feeds the wildlife. Well, don't they eat their own flesh? Don't they cannibalize their own on their own meat? So wouldn't it just make it worse? Day 18. Are you reset, Taco God? Are you resetting? We had this. I think it's been a year since you've been in here, Taco God. Are you just back because they did the Siege 10th anniversary dealio? It's not 1 year. It's 10-year anniversary. It's not 1 year anniversary. That game's been out for so long. That game has been out for ages. Oh, no. Okay, so ours 1 year anniversary. Okay. I got you. Well, it's good to see you again, Tucker. I thought you gave up. I thought you were gone forever. And I'm pretty sure you stopped on like day 26 or something. I don't think you were on 18. I think you were on like 26 or something. And I thought you were asking me to play Halo. I don't remember. Was it Siege? I thought it was Halo that you were trying to get me to play. Well, what better day to come back than a Taco Tuesday for the Taco God? I'm doing good. I had internet issues I had throughout my back last week, and then the week before that I had internet issues. So, doing a lot better by comparison. Day one of asking TurboSad to play Amnesia: The Dark Descent. Amnesia, what is that game? Do I even have that? No, I don't even have that. Yeah, not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. I think I would have to. I think for my charity goals, because I'm still setting up the charity goals for this year. I think one of them, I'll make it so that if you donate a certain amount, you can nominate a game for me to play, and I will play it for one stream session.
And you know what? You're the reason why people don't play this game.
Mother of God, it's Chunkla. What's going on, bro? How you doing? What were you doing, my friend? We're just here chilling on Deadfall, you know, being a bridge troll. Waiting for some poor soul to cross us. We got this Scorpion with only 14 rounds in it, so we got to make our shots count. If you guys aren't already following Chonkla _TV, make sure you guys check him out. He's a good dude. Big Giga Chad DayZ player. He doesn't hide under things like I do. He actually goes around and shoots things. Appreciate for the raid, Chonkla. Hope you're doing well, man. Later, Taco God. Have a good night. Like I always say, no right or wrong way to play DayZ. Yeah, pretty much. The only way I consider wrong way is if you're a Discord Danny, one of them damn telepaths, breaking my immersion. No, but yeah, any way you want to play DayZ is valid. Unless you're breaking the server rules, and then it would not be considered valid to that server owner. Somebody's here. Oh, I saw somebody.
And you know what? You're the reason why people don't play
I
this
see
game.
somebody. Oh, he's lagging. What the fuck? Am I lagging? Oh, I got him. Why am I lagging? Why am I lagging? Why am I lagging? Dude, I know, he was ready for the other side. Sucks for that nerd. Do I need this anymore? I don't need this. I don't have any 380. Do have 380. Okay. What do we got here? Dude, I am lagging so hard. What the fuck's going on? This server is so fucked right now. I have one round. This is... Oh, man. Alright. Poor guy. I can't believe I still got him even though he was, I was lagging. It's either that or just the server's lagging in general. Because Twitch doesn't show that I'm lagging. Now you bait for the other guy? Or the next guy? Yeah. I was kind of worried he had a friend. Oh, maybe it's Steam that's having problems? Because there's... Like, I'm trying to pull up the server list. And it's just lagging out. There it goes. Hmm. I think it's the server that's lagging, because when I press X to, like, go off of full auto to, like, burst or single, it takes, like, a second for it to register. Well, that was weird. Like, he came from that direction, too. I was expecting people to come from that direction. The good thing is he killed the infected nearby. But I lost my knife. Well, the other knife. But I did get a vest out of it. Well, we upgraded. Upgraded our SMG. I should probably reload my Scorpion. Because I got this guy had a box of 380. Valius F5, thank you for the follow. Sorry I missed that. That sounded like footsteps. The only problem is if I'm still lagging, it's gonna be hard to see and shoot whoever's nearby. It's about. Looks like it's about to rain. Good thing I'm under this truck. Upgrade complete. Wait, so we need tab? Is it always like that? Oh, I guess it was. It has been always like that. Well, that was the first visitor for the night. Will we get a second? Apparently that guy was a solo, so that usually means the next probably going to be a duo or a trio that comes across next. Ooh, somebody's gonna come this way. That's a good sign. See the body from here? How long can you stay there until you get hungry? Well, so this is like the third or fourth play session I've done at this, and usually I'm under here for like 4 or 5 hours. My character hasn't had to eat that entire time since I got here. And I wasn't like completely full apple or completely full water. So when you don't move in DayZ, you burn nothing. You burn almost nothing. And if your character's normal temp, you burn like your hydration and your food doesn't go down that much. So you could literally stay in one spot for a long time before you go hungry. Wish that guy brought a shotgun because he had rubber slugs. That person who was shooting over there, if they were where I think they were, they should be crossing just about now. If they're just looting all the places between there and here. Well, it's a custom map, so by default it is a modded server. But if you're asking if it's like modded with like infinite stamina and all these different knickknacks and quality of life improvements, then no, it's not modded in that sense. It's lightly modded. They only added like guns and different clothing. Should be showing up like any second now. Unless they decided to go a different direction. It's entirely possible. Found someone? Yeah, we got someone. We got a new set of new set of guns, and got some got a ballistic vest with flashbang, handcuffs, some more ammo for our Scorpion. So we've upgraded a little bit. We're sitting in a lot better position than we were earlier with just the Scorpion. Although this SG5 is damaged, so it may jam on us. So you gotta be careful. Goose, thanks for the follow. just wish I didn't ruin that guy's jacket. Man. Oh, I should have checked that guy's shoes. Forgot I need new shoes. On your back? Oh, my bag on my back it's ruined. So my jacket's ruined. My pants are almost ruined. My bag is ruined. My shoes are ruined. This is the KS, so it's like the AK-74 essentially, but this one only takes 545 by 39. Not the it's not the good AK. No, his body won't disappear. I can still hear the flies. Usually bodies don't disappear until after, I think it's like 2 hours if somebody's still in the vicinity. At least the default settings. I don't know how they have it set up on this server, but typically it's 2 hours by default, I think. If I remember correctly. I could be thinking wrong. But then it's if you leave the area and there's nobody around the body, I think within 200 or 300 meters, the body will just disappear after like 2 minutes, 2 or 5 minutes after nobody's in the area. Like, if his body is still there before the server restarts, I'll run up and grab his shoes. think somebody's sneaking around here. I mean, maybe that guy ran back and he's like trying to look around here. Oh, man. Well, I guess we're in the peaceful era again. Waiting for someone to come on through. Imagine actually crawling under here with all this broken glass. Need a new pair of shoes. Raining? No, it's not raining.
And you know what? You're the reason why people don't play this game.
What's going on, DB? Thank you for the raid, man. How's the mummification going?
And you know what? You're the reason why
I heard,
people don't play this game.
I heard rumors you had a mummy army. Powerhole, thanks for the follow.
I hate you, TurboSad.
Basically, just got your ass kicked on Deadfall. I mean, like just now got your ass kicked, or got your ass kicked all day?
You're last.
Hey, the counter's working again on that flaming first thing now. What's going on, Tyler Man? Norstat, how's it going? We upgraded a little bit from our Scorpion as we got somebody crossing. Had lots of fun on N10Z till the fun police showed up, then got owned on Deadfall. Okay, were you doing the Mummy Army on Deadfall, or were you doing it on N10s? Mummies was Sunday. Oh, I thought it was today. I must have heard wrong then. What were you doing on Deadfall? Were you just chilling in that same town? Or were you actually like moving around? You weren't this guy I killed on the bridge, was it? They had a gas mask and they had a box of rubbers and a handcuff. I don't know what they were up to. Sunday I had one life almost all day at Tusker. Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that. I threw on my back last week, so I haven't been sitting too much at my desk, as you can imagine. So I've been today I'm feeling a lot better. I mean, I felt a lot better yesterday, but now I feel like a lot better. He did get killed just before a bridge a little while ago. Well, so I'm like after the bridge on the tunnel side. So like this person had already crossed at some point, but it was really laggy, and I somehow was able to get him with a Scorpion from under here. Like, I shot at them with a Scorpion from under here. They were getting attacked by an infected, which I think kind of contributed to it. And then, I need to go grab the shoes on that corpse, though, because this is the same... Dude, DB, this is the same life from when that guy robbed me. Like, I'm slowly crawling back from just having the Scorpion. So now I got a vest again. And I got a couple good guns. I need a chair that's kind of lower. I feel like I'm hunched down too much. How's everything on your end, DB? You guys, if you guys aren't already following DB, make sure you guys give him a follow. If you like my shenanigans, you're definitely gonna like DB's shenanigans. Doesn't sound like it's... That sounds like it's on the snow side, because there's nothing... Because the passage is like that way. Probably like right on the edge of the snow side. I feel like I'm hearing things. Gonna heat up some food? Alright. Restarts in 30. Lagging still. That the new SKS sound? Right. I'm gonna go get those shoes. Oh, whoops, wrong way. We got new shoes, although they're wet. Still lagging a little bit. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully we get one more bridge interloper. That way we're ready to swap out our only broken piece of gear left. Sounds like a Friday night. 'Cause it's Friday. These guys just skipped it. Fuck. You just lagged. So fucking laggy right now. I wanted to shoot, but he kept, like, the lag. Because he was standing, like, right, like, like, I had a shot, like, right there. But I heard, all of a sudden, just, like, everything stopped. Because it's just like, were you lagging, DB, earlier? On Deadfall? Because I've just been having... It just seems to be lagging all night. What are you eating, by the way? Chicken egg noodle pasta thing you made in a crocolation pot. Were you lagging earlier on Deadfall? Because, like, I'm having, like, lag issues. Like, sometimes it's fine, and then all of a sudden it just spikes. On DayZ, like, because I noticed, like, when I was trying to load just, like, the server list on DayZ, that's when I noticed, like, I wonder if it's, like, just a DayZ thing in general, or a Steam thing. Well, I lucked out there. But if my guy keeps shivering, that's not a good thing. Now I actually need to eat because I'm freezing. Alright, I think we need to move. Because that tunnel down there is not that big. They come back this way and they hear me, I'm screwed. Think we should move or think we should stay? Oh. Debating whether I should move or not. I feel like I should move. Moving. Well, that gave me enough insulation so that I'm not freezing at least. Only I had metal wire. Could check the other side for a jacket or something to go on. To replace this jacket with. What's going on, buddy? Shoes always take the longest to dry out. What you got working on, DB? Got a bunch of videos in the pipeline? Hoping some. Yeah, I started working on my Avalon video, and then I gotta get to work on my Deadfall video. Oh yeah, the AI with it was it the AI that with the UNB? Was it Jane and or you were Jane and B was John, I think. Or just this one's just you. Dude, when you guys ran into B Wise, he was so fucking confused. It was hilarious. Because I saw it from his perspective when he ran into you guys, and I was like, oh god, this is gonna be hilarious. It did not disappoint. Elaine and Richard. Yeah, Elaine and Richard, that's what it was. Like, for some reason, I think Jane. I don't know why. Yeah, you were Elaine and B was Richard. But then B Wise the whole time thought it was you were Richard and she was Elaine. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever met anyone named Elaine. The only Elaine I know is from Seinfeld. The Elaine character. Somebody.
They'll never find me under the bridge, these spoods.
Spoods? What the hell is spoods?
Yeah, thanks for the follow, John Belushi Jr. Yeah, they just have to jump over the side, but they'll never do it because they think it's a suicide mission.
Yo. Hello?
He's so confused.
Thanks, Steve Frost, for the follow. Yeah, I think he heard me, but I don't think he hears me anymore. He just can't find me under the bridge. Yeah, there's like a truck that's over the ledge they just have to jump off of.
He's probably going to look around. He's probably going to, like, the sides to look. I spooked him into not crossing. He went straight for the tunnel. He's gonna run into those other two guys. We hear gunshots in the next minute, we know he's dead. I'm sad we didn't get him to jump over the side. One day we'll get somebody to jump over the side. I mean, we did get that one guy to jump over, but that's because we shot at him and he was scared. But we want to get someone to voluntarily jump over the side because they think there's a secret over the side, like it's a video, like it's a, like it's a video game Easter egg. Maybe he didn't run into them. Alright, that's gonna be it for me tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably, we probably won't be bridge trolling tomorrow. We'll probably find something else to do tomorrow. So, GG. I will catch y'all tomorrow. Find someone to raid out to. Just a minute.